Hello, everybody, and welcome to Not Your Echo Chamber Podcast, episode 19. It's just me and Jeremiah this episode. Matthew said he wasn't really interested in doing the podcast anymore, so farewell to him, I guess.
Yeah, you want to say anything to the people, Matthew, on your way out? I know you're really letting a lot of people down. Really, the fans are out there just...
Yeah, so all three of my fans, thank you for supporting me. I got voted off.
The island.
I got voted off the island. I will be on, what do you call the other island? What do you call it? There's another island that you can, do challenges and maybe come back to the main island.
Nacho Grande Island.
Yes, Nacho Grande Island.
Nacho Libre.
That wasn't it.
Can anyone
I just made it up.
Can anyone do a Jack Black impression?
Chicken Jackie. You were asking for it. All right.
I realized that as soon as I said it.
All right, this is the podcast where we talk about our opinions, and you don't have to like it. I'm your host, Christopher, with my co-hosts of minimal importance, Jeremiah and Matthew.
Yeah, we don't really
fight back.
We don't really do much here. Well, I would fight back,
Yep.
but that takes work and stuff.
Yep.
And,
Yeah, and I have to make this happen.
Yep.
we actually Matthew's not actually here. We just cut in. We have one clip of him saying "yep," and we just cut it in at random points.
Yep.
But
Except for the last few ones were really bad.
Yep.
for the record,
If you ever hear "yup," it's just bad Christopher editing.
Yep.
For the record, I do so much for this podcast. Pretty sure I've won the most drafts.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Thanks,
pretty sure
Matthew.
Matthew has lost the most.
Yep.
Because protein was an awful way to go on that draft.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
glad we finally...
Plus, my truck is way cooler than Matthew's.
Yep.
And Chevy beats Ford every time.
Yep.
Wow, he's really committing to that.
I know it's. We'll
We
break him.
respect it. But he's that single tear is rolling down his cheek.
Yep. That
Yep.
was your line, Matthew. You had a spot.
All right, you guys ready to get into weekly updates?
Yep.
Yep. I'm sorry.
All right, Matthew, you want to go first?
Sure. Here we go.
That's not the
He
correct
blew his line.
Oh,
He blew his line.
Nice going.
Fired.
You had one line, Matthew.
Back to extra.
That was all we ask of you. One
Okay.
line.
Okay, so Wednesday I had a yup. That's all I did yesterday. I just recorded a bunch of yups. Thank you. I was sick as a dog. I had a 105 fever and I was in my bed all day.
6 feet, please. What?
Was it
Yeah.
the Rona?
I don't think it was the Rona.
Was it monkeypox?
No, fever.
Just
I
kidding.
said.
Oh.
Well,
Well,
fever can be a symptom of multiple illnesses, Matthew.
Well, that is
Dude,
fine.
I did not have the flu. I had a fever and my nose was stuffed.
big difference.
No, I just the usual lightheaded, diarrhea, throw up,
Sounds fun.
the triple threat.
Yeah, the big three.
The big
Three.
like Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah.
I feel like Shaq
That's
is.
only two.
I think Shaq is lightheaded.
Oh, yeah.
Kobe's diarrhea because he quick with it.
Yeah.
Who's the fever?
Oh,
Caitlin
Kim
Clark.
Clark. It was
Nice.
right there.
It was
But,
right there.
all right.
It was right there.
So yeah, that happened. I rested. I just late. I slept a lot that day.
We are fire. We're coming out with fire
Yeah.
today, boys. Oh my goodness.
I slept a lot. So then I was up till 2 a.m. because at the end of the day, eventually you do get better. So I just played Xbox till 2 o'clock because I was I slept all day. So I probably had 8 hours of sleep during the day. So then I'm why am I not tired? And it's I didn't do anything all day and I slept. What a lazy teenager, dude.
Yeah, I have a really hard time sleeping, especially after a day of just doing college on the computer. You're just staring at a screen all day and just dead tired.
Dude, I've never
I feel
slept.
that.
I've never slept better than when I used to work in, and I know I get up early for my job now, but I'd never slept better than when I used to work as a carpenter. And I would get up at 3:30 every morning, go to sleep at 9. The problem is I don't have a bedtime anymore, so I just go to bed at a bad time and then I'm tired.
Not getting exercise is actually way more overrated than you think. Because, whenever I don't do exercise, I'm on the computer, I'm listening to Matthew Belch, I'm
Yep.
whenever I do any of those other things and I don't do exercise, next day I'm tired. I'm exhausted and I don't have the energy to even do something that gets me even more tired. I just like walk like a zombie all day unless like I have a wasted day. So getting exercise is like you have to wear yourself out somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only way to survive.
Yep.
Yep.
So then last night, as of this recording, one of my teammates graduated, so he had a little homeschool graduation thing that they do, and
Whoa, get knocked. Beep it out. Bleep it out.
And so that was fun. And then we had a little after party, and I spent the night and didn't go to bed till 3 o'clock this morning. So,
Nice.
Yep. We played basketball from like 10 to like 12:30.
Wow.
Blasting white girl music while we play basketball.
Right on. Right on. I feel that.
Sad.
And then we found out one of my friend Zeke, you guys know, Christopher at least knows Zeke.
I know Zeke.
You know Zeke, he was at my party.
Christopher Columbus.
I don't know which one he is. I know he's one of them.
Apparently he's Native American.
Really?
He's married to Pocahontas.
Oh. Let's get
Not
Oh my Lanta. That was awful.
Mother's or father's?
Yep.
That was so bad. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, we were making a bunch of Native American jokes. We're like, I've never shook a Native American hand before.
It's very rough and coarse. From
You're the
hunting
palest Native American I've ever seen.
We shall call you Big White.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's already taken.
And then, so it rained here last night, and I was driving home, or driving to the party, and I need new tires because every time I tried to accelerate, it just like spun out every time.
Silas and I, and this is bleeding into my weekly updates a little bit too, but Silas and I went to Chick-fil-A, and we were driving in his car, and we're just like, genuinely, we leave anything, it's like, and then we're turning in, and we are just fishtailing all the time. And like not even trying, just feels like we're just driving on ice. It's just like a little slip, and like every time it's also a bit of a late breaker. So I am just like, I was like, Sass, one of these days you are going into the bumper of the car.
He already
in front
has.
Of you. It's like,
Yeah.
He went into Anthony's.
This was a car ago, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this was a way
starting
to
over
the
with a new
Saturn.
car.
because he unfortunately ran that one into the front of another car, and the car his old car does not go anymore.
Nope.
Whatever happened to it? Scrap?
Yeah, basically what happened was the scrap value of the car was just enough to pay off the cost of towing it. So he just gave the car.
Why
to
didn't
the
you just
guy.
have one of us tow it or something?
Because that's just not the way it works.
Oh, I suppose it was in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
this is not.
Hold up! Wait, we have someone coming.
Right next to a junkyard. He did it.
Chill up, bro. Chill up. Hold. One of my homies popping down.
Yeah,
Go
he'll
pick
be
this
here
thing
in an
up.
hour.
Yep. Don't worry about it. Just kind of just go around me. It's okay, guys. It's okay. I want like that. Those people that are like, you are in the way, and it's okay. It's all right. Just go around me. You're not hurting me.
You know what? I was so proud of myself today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You pooped all by yourself?
Get him.
A two-ski all by myself.
Oh, wow. It was big?
Yes.
Did you almost call mom though?
Yes.
Almost, but you didn't.
I'm so proud of you.
Good boy.
So I was
Good boy. Hey.
so I was coming home, and at the stoplight, it was really busy.
What are the hand motions? Back and forth.
So
the palms out, back and
this
forth.
is just like this is really not that cool, but but I thought I was proud of myself. When you're not supposed to be in an intersection, so there was the other end of the intersection was full, so I left some space so that in case the light turned red, I'm not in the middle of the intersection.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Morons in Appleton don't do that.
Yes, so I was not in the intersection. I was waiting my turn.
Yes, that's good. You're
Thank
a good
you.
human being. Idiots, and sorry, you're gonna have to bleep that one out. I'm sorry. That's
Idiots?
I'm
No,
sorry.
you don't have to bleep out idiots.
Morons!
You can't say that word. It's a
Idiots.
family-friendly podcast.
Idiot?
Stop saying it.
Idiot. That's not a family-friendly word.
Idiot.
You guys just don't know, man. You just don't know.
This Baja's delicious.
It is.
But
But
thank
yeah,
you for Baja Blast for sponsoring today's episode.
Yes, now give us money or we'll sue you.
I like how me and Matthew drink at the same time. Like that's some kind of great strategy.
Yes.
Developed to Jeremiah to do the talking.
Yes. Well, I just didn't know. I would have covered fine for you guys, but I don't know. It was turning over, deferring to me. But yeah, no, people in Appleton do that all the time when I'm. And then what happens is I have a green light and I can't go because the intersection is full of. I'll say it, idiots.
Screenage. Whoa!
I'll say
Teenagers.
it. I'll say it. They just I don't know if people get mad at me. I do the same thing. I'm like, I will back up until I know there's room on the other side for me. Then I will go. So I have braked at a green light before. So
Me too. I did today.
Sad.
Anyway, I know that Chrysler's probably gonna talk about this too, but Geo, been listening to a lot of Geo recently.
Yeah, I think we all have.
Yeah, definitely.
What a bop. Just incredible stuff. I'm kicking myself so hard because I swore I was going to remember it, but then we said something funny and now I forgot.
Speak on the topic of Geo, I guess we can get into it now. A topic I wanted to talk about. Something occurred to me late last week. Me and Matthew recorded the podcast on Thursday, and so we didn't actually get to talk about anything that happened during the weekend, which was... we actually had some great stuff happen Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all that. And so I didn't get to talk about it. And this is something I thought about while we were there. So Gio, his the themes in his song are like, he's kind of, you kind of get the idea of like this guy that's like, he believes and he knows why he believes, but he's not afraid to sing about struggling with that kind of thing and believing. And he, he struggles with the stuff, but singing is like maybe like a cathartic thing for him to get it out of his system and just not deny the fact that he struggles with things. So it's kind of cool, and because I know we can all relate to that in some manner listening to Geo. But that kind of music is my hype music, like listening to that kind of music. And it just occurred to me, I don't know why it didn't occur to me earlier, but that's not the same for other people. Like if I would play that song, like I played it in a group and all of a sudden I realized that this music might be hyping me up and other people are like, it's just killing the mood. And like Geo hypes me up. Like, yeah. And some of that themed music has been me and Matthew's like greatest moments of life is like NF. Like he's another good example. Like Let You Down is this song about hopelessness and despair, and it's like one of the songs that gets me the happiest and like the most amped up.
Yeah.
Like the most energizing songs. And like it just occurred to me that kind of music is not energizing for everybody. It's just kind of a weird thing to think about. Yeah. You know, Jeremiah, you're getting into that kind of music now.
Yes, and I don't know if it's I really appreciate the cover. I'm trying so hard to think of what that weekly update was. It's not necessarily hype music for me, but genuinely like I connect with it so much because when Geo talks, it's like I swear he's just speaking my life right now. Mm-hmm. Like the stage of life that I'm in right now is just spoken so clearly by Geo. It's like, dude, like
yeah, that album. What's the album he had in 2024? So good.
Don't mess it up.
Yes.
It's the one that has Jumpin', Fit the Role, It's You. It's just pure bangers all the way through. I think it's called Nineveh. Is it?
Oh yeah, no.
Is it the one? I'm looking it up.
All right. Yeah, but anyway, that album is so good. The whole album is incredible.
Mess It Up. It is Mess It Up.
No, that's not
Nobody
the name
else.
Of the album.
Nobody else.
Is that it? I think it is.
Yeah, Nobody Else.
Yeah, the album else. Nobody Else. Highly recommended. It's super good.
Nineveh, Hero, Jumpin', Fit the Role.
Oh, all those songs are super good. And yeah, that one's just a little weird little thing he's got in the middle there, which he likes to lighten it up a bit.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I was listening to that album like mowing the other day. It's so good.
What do you even call the genre?
I'm not sure. It's like
it's an interesting genre. I guess it's hip hop.
It's hip hop technically, but I wouldn't put it in the category of like a Mike Teasy or like a.
No, Mike Teasy's for sure hip hop.
Yeah.
Mike
Biaggi's is definitely hip hop.
Definitely.
Mike Biaggi's actually strays more into rap, honestly.
Because his beats are hip hop.
Yeah, he's got like a hip hop track playing
like
in the background.
His lyrics are rap, but his music is hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Because
his music is entirely the words, so it's more rap-ish.
Yeah, I think it's rap because like in my mind the difference between rap and hip hop is like rap it's all about the words, and I feel like especially because he's a freestyle rapper.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
I feel like his tracks are mostly like honestly like some of them are pretty good, but they're honestly just backing tracks that he like I feel like they're just backing tracks that he raps over. Yeah. Whereas hip hop is like KB is like it's got a feel to the music. Yeah. Like and you feel the music instead of just like like
it being background music.
Yeah. Instead of just
it's almost like background music almost.
Yeah. So where other people are like, can listen to something like, oh, a funny, happy song and it amps them up. For me, I don't know why. It just gives me so much energy to listen to it. Yeah, I'm not a Tay-Tay guy. I'm like, the happy songs don't amp me up, but for some reason the Geo, NF kind of songs do amp me up, give me energy. Other weekly update, something about the no tax on tips passed. So I got a message from my my boss and saying that we could be making up to like $3 to $4 an hour extra in tips.
Why?
Because they're not being taxed anymore.
Oh.
Which, like, could people enter in on the pin pad if they wanted to add a tip? That was getting subsidized before.
That's awesome.
It is awesome.
Can we talk about something?
What?
I know that you both are biased because you did this, but not biased,
No,
maybe.
you are trash. Get out of here.
What?
No, but
No, I'm just kidding.
the digital tips.
Digital tips?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do not like it.
I don't
like that you're forced to that they can see how much you tipped, because I feel like that is, like, I don't know, it's just like he's right in front of me and I have to tip right in front of his face.
Okay.
I don't know that I ever saw it. Maybe I chose not to look, but I don't think I ever saw the tip that people.
I was under the
gave me.
impression that they can see it.
So I'll start this out with a common thing that my coworkers do. So there's two very annoying things that my coworkers do at the register that just why? Why do you need to go out of your way to do that? The first one is they like to go and print out the productivity report and just do it all the time and see like some kind of like cringe self-justification, some kind of needy
Nerd.
thing where they just they want to print it out to see how many units were worked in this hour. Like,
that's ridiculous.
and if there's like a 40 or something, they feel self-justified that they don't have to do any more work, which is the dumbest thing. You need to get the next chore done. The second annoying thing that they do is if there's a big order and there was no tip, they get like all huffy and puffy and it's super annoying. Like you can 100% see it. They go on there, see what the cost was, and then see what the additional tip was. And if there's like no tip or anything, they just get like annoyed, like they're entitled to it.
But
you're not entitled to it. You still get paid.
Yeah, yeah.
What is it, dude? I was such a I was like, I think that if big businesses knew the way that I am, they would never hire me, because like the amount of times I talk about the things that I did not like about Fleet Farm to the customers.
Yeah.
I wasn't just trying to tear down the store, but I was like, one of my biggest things is, and I will use this platform to shout it out. I don't know how far into the future this keeps happening, but guys, please, for the name of Mike, if you are inside the store Fleet Farm, they have these kiosks that you can use to buy stuff in the yard or in bulk. Please, for all that is good and beautiful in this world, don't use that kiosk. Those kiosks are like,
Kiosks are a bane
is
bane
that the
of
thing
humanity.
like in Menards too?
Or in
like
McDonald's. In McDonald's, when there's like the thing you order on, that's a kiosk.
Oh.
So it's like a screen, and you can like put in we have all the barcodes.
Oh yeah.
You could put in like a number, and it'll basically print you out like a little barcode that you can take up to the front, and they'll scan that, and then you go back into the yard to buy it.
So what's the problem?
Well, allegedly they're connected to our system, and they know what stuff I have. I promise you, like, genuinely, I think it's not unreasonable to say that when someone came out with an order that they bought from a kiosk, there was a 50-50 chance that I didn't have it in the back, or that it potentially, like, it's not connected to the system in a good way. They sell people stuff I don't have all the time. Like, please, for goodness sakes, like, genuinely, if you're at a good Fleet Farm, go find one of the associates, ask them if you can speak to a yard team member, and then ask the yard team member to look in the back to see if they have it. Like, because so many times this could have been avoided if the customer had come to me and been like, hey, do you have this? Or like if one of the associates had been like, hey, do you have this? And I could have gone, yes, I have that, or no, sorry, I don't have that. Tell the customer I'm sorry. Dude, I'm in the back. My job is to drive the forklift, and I'm cool with people. I like talking to people. But I'm in the back. I drive the forklift. I fork the stuff. I put it into their vehicles. It is not my job to be customer service. I'm not supposed to be back there saying, hey, I'm really sorry. I don't have this. Like, I'm so sorry. This is taking so long to find this. So many customers that it took me over 30 minutes to help them. Because I'll say it. Those kiosks are idiots. I'll go that far. I know.
Maybe even stupid.
Whoa. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Calm down, buddy. Calm down. Okay.
Yep.
This is a family-friendly podcast.
Yes, but it's not a human being.
Well, you can't. You're not supposed to use the S word. That's
Yeah,
all.
don't say the S word.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
don't say.
I thought that was the other S word.
One of my favorite.
The double barrel S word.
Yes, all the S words, don't say them.
Anyway, we went to a graduation party. We played Cowboys and Indians and Capture the Flag. And,
Native Americans.
Native
Cow people and indigenous peoples, please.
Yes, exactly.
And Indians.
So now we can feel better about persecuting modern day versions of these people.
Yes.
Yes. So the racism is more pointed in a correct direction.
Let's cycle it, baby.
Cycle of racism. Anyway, we also played a lot of volleyball, like with a volleyball that was hard as rock.
I liked it. It was a good volleyball.
Yeah, but you don't have any meat on your hands. I whenever I touch the ball, the ball would do nothing, and my hands would absorb all of it, and they just go up in the air. And on my side, I had so many little kids, like they would try to hit it back, and then bam, they'd like hear a crack and like bones and like
flying everywhere.
Out. Yeah, no, I'm not really, but
it was they were playing Ghosts in the Graveyard afterward.
Yeah, with real ghosts, the real people that died from the volleyball. No, but anyway, it was a good time. Also, another thing that happened during the weekend was I started making brain rot. And at the time, I thought it was the funniest thing that ever happened. And what happened was my brother, we can say Anthony, he has this picture of himself where he looks... He has a very strong resemblance to Mr. Beast in this picture.
The picture should be the cover.
Yes, and so what I did is I took it and I pasted it on the background of Mr. Beast logo, and then I just started putting random things on the side. I don't know, maybe I'll post some of these on YouTube or Twitter or something, but I would just start making these things where he's on the side, and I spent on the super low quality editing tool online where you can overlay one thing at a time. I would just overlay one thing, export, overlay another thing, export, until I had this massive thing where it's like all of us guys and the girl who went to the graduation party who wants to remain unnamed. We had swords and shields and we all like swords and shields and axes and stuff, and I spent way too much time on this. Like all of Memorial Day I spent on this. On this really, really low quality, and like the swords aren't in people's hands, and like the axes are off the fingers and stuff, but it's pretty funny. Then I edited all of them together into this massive picture that's the Christopher Cinematic Universe. It's got the Chad guy coming out of the corner, Asparagus coming out of one side, all of us with the various things. It's just like all kind of crazy junk and me screaming off into the distance. It's the picture for our Reacts channel now, so you can go look up that.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of that, I've had zero time to edit that, and it's quickly going out of style or like out of popularity. But I hope to get that done soon. It's super slow.
Maybe during the summer.
Yeah, anyway, I'm into brain rot now.
Nice.
I was super into during the
toilet.
weekend, yeah. Just editing these pictures together.
He was also like just freaking out about how he was just addicted to it now.
Yeah, I was so addicted to it. As soon as I did one, I'm like, more. Yeah, and it was the funniest thing to me at the time, and I just could not stop doing it.
Now you're a changed man and look back at all your failures.
No, it was just the extended Memorial Day weekend, so I did it till I was sick of it.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't learn at all. I still do it. I did a couple today. Did you see him?
Yeah.
It was him on the background of Denial's River in Egypt.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. Ooh, I'll skip that. Oh, I forgot to mention me and Matthew's life peaked this week.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot about that.
Wait, are we allowed to talk about the first part?
What?
Okay.
No. I'm sorry. We'll have to inform you later.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about it.
People will have to ask us in person because this podcast rating will change if we told this on the podcast. Anyway, me and Matthew are out kayaking after work on Tuesday.
Definitely rated our conversation.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, actually, Sas and I had a great conversation at the Chick-fil-A last night.
We,
That's a Christian environment.
Yeah, I know.
You got kicked out, and that's why I didn't.
Yeah.
That's why you were driving way so fast.
Yeah. We weren't actually moving, though. The tires. The gauge said 95, but...
Yeah.
So it was one of those days that was going to be a long day, and I thought we weren't going to get all of the tortillas made in time.
We've been cruising during work.
Yeah, we got 2,000 packs done, which is like, 12,000 tortillas? Like before 1 o'clock, so we were cruising. Yeah. And so we went over to your house, got the kayaks, and went in the river. And we went down quite a ways. We went through this place where all these fish were jumping around. Anyways,
Jump around.
Anyway, we went through there, and we were
Jump
just
around.
we're the kayaks are going towards like the.
It was a
reeds or
spawning
whatever.
grounds.
Yeah, spawning grounds.
We can't
I
say
could-
that.
They just spawned in.
I couldn't remember.
It was
what
really
it's
cool,
called.
actually.
It was super cool. They would just.
It was kind of
jump up.
creepy because you would be like, we went right in there. We're like,
Yeah.
there's just a pile of fish everywhere. And just everywhere. And then I'm like, this must be a spawning ground. So we like go into the middle and you just like see fish coming up on your
I got
on
a
your
bunch
kayak.
of them. I touched a bunch
Yeah,
of them.
they kept
and
running into our kayaks.
There were so
I was
many
so
of them.
afraid that they would like jump into the kayak and like then we're cooked.
Yeah.
You could just go home. They would just take them home.
Because the kayaks
Because the kayaks were a little wobbly.
They were a little, especially me, and I was super wobbly and nervous the whole
But
time.
I don't think it would be really hard to tip them. I think they're just really wobbly.
Mhm.
I don't think you're gonna tip them really easily, but
Yeah, they're pretty wobbly.
Do you want to be known as Big White or Big Wobble?
No. I want to be known for what's actually coming next. So we actually got through there and kept going down the river. And we were in the middle of the river. We were just laughing and stuff. And then Matthew's like, "Oh, hey, look, a helicopter." I'm like, "Oh, there's gonna be a helicopter up high. So expect to look up and see a helicopter up high." Helicopter like 9 feet over the ground coming right at us.
Whoa!
And we're just like, "What the heck?" And it literally flies like 9 feet over Matthew.
Yeah.
I have this incredible picture of the helicopter just over top of Matthew. I was trying to take a video, but my kayak was about to fall over because of the wind from the
Yeah.
helicopter, and I was trying not to fall over. And I've got this kind of half video, but you can see the helicopter right over him. It's crazy. It's
yeah.
like, it wasn't
You're
like
like-
more than 20 feet above his head, but it's like it just went like straight over.
It was
him.
kind of cool because like we were all just canoeing or kayaking along, and then I hear like what I thought was like people going over a bridge, like cars, but then all of a sudden I hear this helicopter just comes right over these trees, right above us.
Yeah, it comes like, and then right over. It was the
It was
craziest
just
thing.
a
It
crazy
was
experience.
insane, and we were laughing about that. We're laughing about something else that we'll tell you off the podcast.
Yeah, we'll tell you
But
off
we
the
were laughing
pod.
about that for like a half hour. I can't remember the last time I laughed that hard. Our last weekly update I have. I know it's been like half the episode, but
Cold?
My last weekly update is
Alone?
that me and Matthew we had Bible study before we went into work on Tuesday. And Matthew had this dumb idea that there's no way it was gonna work. He was gonna light the campfire by putting like a trail of like sloppy gas. away
Gas is
from-
a lot more flammable than I
Yeah,
thought.
he dumped it all over the fire and then drew it back a little bit over the pine needles, and like then he lit it, and it just went up. It was crazy. I didn't think it was gonna work.
I like
but
dumped it all over the firewood, and then I like made a little trail, and then I lit the trail. I was like,
and it lit up right away. Like less than a
Yeah.
second, it had gone from the end of the gas to lighting the fire. It was insane.
Gas is crazy. It's actually diesel and oil are not as flammable.
no, but they take a lot.
Yeah, they
longer.
they
Yeah,
will,
they
but
last
they're
longer.
not as they're not as.
Kerosene lasts a long time.
Do you remember, Matthew, back in your old barn before you guys cleaned that out, and there was enough like used tractor oil in that thing to
Yeah.
blow that thing to kingdom
I remember
come?
that really good.
Yeah.
It was so
And we were such
There
little.
had to have been like 40 pails of oil.
yeah. Was 40 like 50-gallon or 5-gallon
5-gallon
buckets just full of the blackest tractor oil. Like
We were such little rebels hanging out in there.
Hopefully, no one does like a little match.
yeah, right. Good
That's why
thing we weren't.
Silas didn't.
Good thing we weren't like smoking when we were younger. Homeschooled,
As if we
dude.
are now.
Yeah, we smoke a lot.
All right, we've
Did
ended up
you
with
know,
that.
did you know cigars don't have any nicotine in it?
No, yeah, cigars don't.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You're
I
also
found
not-
out last
I
night.
did know that.
You're actually not. You're not supposed to, because the actual thing is, cigars. You're actually more at risk of mouth cancer
Mm-hmm.
because you're not supposed to swallow it into your lungs. You just put it in your mouth
Yeah,
and you
it's
have
gonna
to
blow
taste.
it, yeah.
And you blow it out. So
They're usually
they're
flavored.
good. So kids, smoke cigars.
Smoke cigars.
Smoke
They're not
cigars.
as bad as what we're
Yeah.
saying.
Smoke them, baby.
Yeah.
Roll them up. Suck them down. Blow them out.
I'm sorry.
I heard
Kids.
you can't make you can't do like tricks with cigars though.
No, that's correct.
Yeah,
you can't-
Gandalf could.
Yeah,
You
there's,
can't make like
Gandalf.
circles.
yeah, that's why there's all
I can
these
do anything. If I
cigar
want to.
ads.
See, you're 2025, Matthew. Don't tell
Wait,
me
can
what
you
I
buy
can't do.
cigars at 18?
Probably not.
Yeah, you can.
You can't buy them at AT&T, which was what I thought you were
Yeah.
saying.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on to the news.
Kids, don't smoke.
Let's move on to the news.
What cigars?
Do
Oh, that's another S word.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's do news. All right, so sorry about the reacts videos not editing as fast as I'd like it to. It's by the time it comes out, it'll be way over, and the reacts channel and all that stuff. I really think we should start doing shorts content in the meantime, so we can put stuff on there. I think maybe We need to start reacting to stuff too, because we need to like go over to your house sometime.
In this video, I reacted to our podcast.
I reacted to this stupid guy who lit a fire. This guy who had a helicopter fly over him.
That would be kind of a funny that would be a funny side if you guys just like part of your channel is just reacting like ridiculously to obviously your own content. That would be funny if you guys made the stupidest videos. Then you're just like, oh my, that's so funny, dude.
A laundry basket over his head. Crazy.
Did not see that coming.
That would be funny.
Crab rave music in a mosh pit.
Oh my goodness, have you released that video?
Which one?
Of the footage from the boys?
Oh yeah, it's on
That's like the
BuckDuck 2.
first one.
It's on BuckDuck 2 actually.
No,
I love that.
It's on
video.
BuckDuck 2. I know.
it's also on Not Your Echo Chamber.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't realize.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not,
it's like the second video.
You guys should react to it.
That's true. We should react to it. We're going through all of the self-made.
In this
memes.
video, we're gonna be reacting to our Spotify views.
Anyway, you can find us at Twitter at NotYourEchoPod. Comment and subscribe on YouTube at NotYourEchoChamberPodcast. Comment, review, and vote in the Spotify polls. Did we have a poll last week? We didn't do it. We didn't do a
done
draft.
a draft in a while.
Yeah, and if you expect one today, well, sorry to disappoint you again, because we're gonna be doing 2 truths and a lie, and it's gonna be me this week.
let's draft the best Not Your Echo Chamber non-draft episodes.
Yes, this one is fire, baby.
Got 15 rounds. Just kidding. No. We haven't even done that many. We're on the episode 19.
Almost a big 2-0.
I know.
Yeah, almost a double digits. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Why did that sound so bad when you said that?
Double digits.
Double D. We have the double digits.
Yeah, Mr. Double Digits right here.
Buddy. Oh my! I almost said something real bad. Nope. I'll tell you guys off the pod. I just thought of something real bad.
All right. Again, comment if you have any ideas for new drops for us. We were gonna get a website at some point. I don't know what point that's gonna be.
Christopher is gonna get a website at one point.
I'm pretty busy with college right now. So any ideas or input too, you can email us because I got my email address back. NotYourEchoChamberPodcast@gmail.com. That's pretty much all I have for news. Oh, except for the fact that we got 1.8 thousand videos. 1.8
Did it hit the
thousand
2-0?
views. No, we don't.
2-0.
I really thought the Laura one was gonna hit because it was going up and up, and there was no.
What's our most?
Our most is 1.9, and we got 1.8 thousand views.
So thanks for showing up for us, guys. That's
Yeah,
so
it was
incredible.
insane.
That's so encouraging.
We also got Dave's video this morning came out, and it had like 300 something views in like the first 15 minutes.
Dude,
It was insane.
the SEO for Dave Green is just incredible.
I know. He's got so much clout right now.
Mr. Green is polling high with the
Yeah,
kids.
Andrew and Laura's video both got 1.8 thousand.
All these old people.
Whoa there, buddy.
Yeah, but anyway, do you tell Andrew? Andrew's is like...
I haven't seen
It's
these.
the second most viewed on our channel now.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
It all started with my humble birthday opening.
Yep, it all started...
Now we're at videos that have 3 times as many. So
Wait, do you have wait?
that's
What?
so cool.
It just occurred to me that you play with your pickleball paddles with the Not Your Echo Chamber on it.
I do play with this. I sometimes, not always, but
They're fragile.
they're
special.
precious to me. I actually think I've only taken them out once because I really like my wooden ones. They're so nice.
Yeah.
Speaking
How
of
much
which,
are they?
$20 from
Okay.
Walmart, dude. But speaking of pickleball paddles, I think you have to spend a little bit up for this. But there's a content creator that I really love, and I'll shout it out on here. The Ghost Runners podcast is so good. It's so funny.
Well, why don't we talk about it in the media review?
Okay, well let's do that.
Let's jump into media review.
Oh, we were doing media review?
Continue to talk, Jeremiah.
Okay, so anyway, the Ghost Runners podcast is just super cool. It's 2 guys, and now they have another guy, so it's 3 guys. Just 2 younger guys, probably 30s, I think, early 30s. And then their one producer who also talks on the podcast, who's like 18, and everybody loves him. But it's just 2 guys. They're kind of not unlike the Spitballers. They're a comedy podcast. They don't have a ton of structure. They just kind of like turn the mics on and talk, honestly. And they have like
Kinda
a few...
like us.
Kind of, but they have a few, like, they don't really structure their podcast as much.
Okay.
And so they're Christian guys, small business owners, so just really cool guys. And they do a lot of cool stuff, and they're very funny. They are a little bit, sometimes some of their jokes stray a little bit. Like, I don't think kids would understand them, but sometimes their jokes are like have some innuendos or something like that.
Innuendos.
But they're kind of funny, but they're Christian guys. They're good guys. Very active, and just good guys, fun to listen to. So shout them out. But I brought them up because one of them works for a company called Friday, who just released their new pickleball paddle, the Friday Fever, and people are loving it so far. So if you like pickleball, like, this is not an endorsement at all, because I never tried it, but I just know that people are really loving the Friday Fever pickleball paddle. So I don't know, check it out, give pickleball a chance.
I'm going to do a media review about Andor Season 2, Episode 5, which is the one I'm on with my dad currently. So it's pretty good right now. First 3 episodes, I remember telling you, they were trash. Episode 4 was great. Episode 5, it's getting more in-depth about the Empire. This whole thing you've heard about in Rogue One playing out now of Empires trying to, like, spark a rebellion that they can, like, quench to, like, show their power. And it's, like, really good stuff. So they got espionage, they got Saw Gerrera, he's got these crazy drugs stuff going on.
You can't say that.
What, I can't say drugs?
Yes, you can.
I can.
You can say drugs.
But we can't say
You can say... Stop it, Silas.
Stop it, Silas.
Stop it, Silas.
Stop it, Silas.
Silas,
It's free
stop
country.
it.
Anyway, it's really good. Highly recommend whatever's going on. It's some crazy stuff. I can't wait to see episode 6. And I can't wait till we get K2SO in there. It'll be great. I mean, they're already all out, but I can't wait to watch it. All right, you have another one, Jeremiah?
Yes, I'm going to talk about Thunderbolts. It's about time. It's 2 weeks late.
It's the
long-awaited
review of Thunderbolts.
The long-awaited review of Thunderbolts. Yes, it's here. And here we go. My goodness. 2 words to describe it are incredible. This Thunderbolts is the best movie that Marvel has made since Endgame. I mean, it's just...
I get it. The 2 words were incredible and then an asterisk.
I still don't get the whole asterisk thing.
I do, and I'm not a fan, but keep going.
But it's so basically the story of the movie is we basically from the previous...
Don't spoil it for me.
Well, I'm not spoiling it. I'm Matthew.
He's reviewing it. We don't spoil things on the podcast.
Yeah, I'm good at reviewing, so this is all stuff that you probably know. So basically what happens is we have this ragtag group of, like, pretty much anti-heroes, honestly. They've been, up to this point, they've been anti-heroes, or, like, villains, almost.
Like The Boys or something?
Sort of. For example, one of them was the replacement for Captain America. But he was not a good replacement.
My number 1 draft pick?
But this is not Steve Rogers, and he, like, publicly murdered someone.
It's not the Black in America?
No, that's a whole different story, but
okay.
He originally didn't want to take the position. This guy became Captain America and, like, publicly murdered someone, and it's been a rough go of it for him. And then, we've got a Russian assassin that was hired to just basically, like, clean up, if you know what I mean, places, and so it's just a ragtag group of pretty much what the world would call worthless people. And then I really don't want to say any more than that because it'll kind of spoil the movie. But one thing that I will say, great story, incredible, like, acting and, like, just well written. And so much fun to watch.
Do they have good chemistry?
Yes, that's what I was saying before.
That was like the number 1 thing I heard that people didn't like about it was that they didn't have good chemistry.
Okay, well that's factually inaccurate. That was the thing we were talking about before the pod. Is actually like the other, like, because this is gonna be a little bit of a spoiler here, but it's Matthew, fine. If you need to cover your ears, they become the new Avengers, basically.
Yeah, basically that's what the asterisk is.
And so they're
the new Avengers that are less likable and fun to watch.
But the thing is, if you look at, like, Sam Wilson, that's the new Captain America. His team, they're so boring and just vanilla.
The other Avengers are not as good. Let's just say it right here: the first Avengers are unreplaceable, but we're gonna replace them.
Are you done spoiling?
Yeah, we're kind of done spoiling for now. But yes, so let's just say the Thunderbolts team is just so fun to watch. They have such good fun chemistry. couple good jokes in there. And then I will actually say, like, genuinely, for meaning in a movie is why I love this movie so much. Good versus evil, obviously displayed. There were no misunderstood bad guys. Everyone was black and white, and I really appreciated that.
Especially
Matthew!
Especially Captain America. Oh, yeah. I'm just kidding.
But no, the movie actually, and when it talks about, like, issues, the movie deals with shame, regret, and the loneliness and pointlessness of life apart from God. And obviously,
Does it mention God?
no.
Oh.
Again, obviously, I disagree with their solution. You know, a little bit, like, but they did a really good job.
Concept is there.
Yes, and actually, something that they also very interestingly displayed is even they without knowing it inadvertently showed the corruptness of man, because like they showed in this movie that even when you have incredible God-like powers, people are still life can still be pointless, and like you still struggle with things. And so like obviously one of their solutions was like community, opening up and talking to people, and I agree with that. Like that's really good. And then another thing that they said, it's crazy, dude, they were so close to the like basic truths of Christianity that are so good.
Do you know the beliefs of the directors?
I do not. But like one of the things
What's the
that
name
they
of the director?
There's two of them, right? There's two guys in there, like super.
I can find it.
is it the Rousseau brothers?
Is that who they are? All
But
I know
if
is
it-
there's two guys that they made like billions off.
I was gonna say
They've made Marvel billions of dollars.
I would say if that is them, they're the ones that directed like Infinity War and Endgame. I
That
think,
sounds
and
right.
They do incredible
Jake
work.
Schreier.
Okay. Well, anyway, without realizing it, they basically said that like when you're facing struggles and difficulties in life, and you like see a wall that looks unclimbable, it's not about beating the darkness inside of you. It's about knowing who you actually truly are. It's about not identifying with the darkness, but knowing who you are and choosing to move forward towards the light. Like it's not about like, and that's so fundamental to like the Christian life, is it's not about beating the sin and the evil inside you. It's about knowing who you are and choosing to just like walk forward, because we're never going to be perfect in this world. So it's not about trying to remove all the sin from our lives. And we do need to like, we can't just like ignore the sin and what have you, but it's not about just beating, you know, the darkness out of you. It's about knowing who you truly are, who God has made you, and then choosing to move forward with that information. And so like that message, like obviously without the God bit, but like just again, it's like there are basic principles that if you can tell them in a fun movie, it's just so good. And again, obviously, Marvel level production value, so just like so good. Swear words, a little more than your average Marvel movie, I think.
Golly gee willikers.
Yeah.
Darn it.
Stupid.
Yeah,
Stupid
they did.
idiot.
Yeah. But yeah, it's but I don't think it's too severe. I think I'm going to say that for the story and production value, 9.5, so 9 out of 10 is what I'm gonna say for story and production value.
Was there bad swear words?
I do not believe there were any of like there. Well,
The big three.
I was gonna say it all depends. Yeah, the triple threat.
the
The
triple
triple
threat.
threat. Yes. Yeah, they were shacking all over the place. If you know.
They were idiot, stupid, and shut up.
Whoa.
Those are
Whoa.
the
Yeah.
three?
Yep.
Oh, those are the three.
They
Wow.
said
They
those-
said those
yeah.
words in a movie.
They did. I know.
Wow.
It's unheard of.
Do they love Jesus? Guess not.
So it says that he doesn't. We don't know his beliefs.
But
Okay, the director's beliefs.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the only belief we have on Real is him doing a Kanye song and then him saying #FollowGod. So
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe.
Maybe. Hey, maybe. Who knows? Maybe. But yeah, for family friendliness,
teenagers.
it's very intense at some points. And yeah, with the swear words. So I would probably say
Oh, go ahead.
I'd probably say 4 to 5 out of 10, because I think it was a good movie. I think some teens can probably enjoy it, but I still don't think you should show it to kids, which is below 5 is I wouldn't show it to kids. But yeah.
Give it a teen rating.
For
15 and up.
For 15 and up, it's honestly probably a 7
Okay.
because there actually was no romantic element, I don't think, to the movie at all. There was no innuendos, really, no dangerous scenes in that respect, if you know what I mean.
No inappropriate scenes.
Yeah, there were no inappropriate images, no inappropriate language, just a little bit of swearing. So actually, it's probably closer to like an 8 because it's just the swearing and just Marvel level violence. So and not like Daredevil level violence, which is I'm not watching Daredevil. Don't watch Daredevil. It's not
All right.
good. So Thunderbolts, soup's good. Go see it if you can.
All right, Thunderbolts. Quick comment. The best Christian movies don't actually mention the word God in them because they believe enough in him that he'll shine through the message. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. All right.
I thought about saying something, but I was like, we need to work on our side trails. So.
All right. I was going to say that. I've been on a kick recently of a new guy I found on Spotify. His name's Matthew Parker, which is kind of funny because that's also the name of a character from Adventures in Odyssey. Yeah.
Well,
so good.
But I've been listening through his music now. It started out with a song called Lonely City, and that was like one of his new songs on his newer album, and I decided to go back through. If there's not Owl City influence on his music, I don't know if there's like some kind of conference everybody goes to learn about synth riffs or something, because okay, so he is kind of stuck on the, cage stage, like hype music kind of thing where he does just the rave elements and stuff. He's got lots of rave in there,
yeah.
But he still does have he still has some of those synth things in there, and some of the things are so similar to Owl City. Like I've been looking for an artist because Owl City produces an album like once every 3 years or something like that. Yeah. So he not a lot of content coming out from him all the time. So I'm always looking for somebody similar. And there's just nobody. Matthew Parker's the most similar thing to Owl City I've ever seen.
So good.
I have two songs by him.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What are they?
They better be Lonely City.
One of them
Never Giving Up on You.
Oh yeah, it was excellent.
And Adventure.
Adventure
You
is
should listen to
Adventures
Lonely
is a
City.
big one.
It's a banger.
What?
It starts out. I played it for Matthew, but he kept trying to skip it last Tuesday.
No, I didn't.
It starts out with a quote from.
Can I play it? Is that copyright?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah,
we'll
It's a
listen
Wonderful
after
Life.
the show.
Yeah, listen to it after the show. It starts out with a George Bailey saying, "You want the moon?
What do you want?
What do you want?
The moon? Say the word
and I'll
now.
throw a lasso around it and pull it down."
Golly, I'm gonna start crying.
Yeah, I know, right?
Movie.
It's
so
so
good.
good. Don't
it's
cry,
so
Matthew.
good.
It's
so good.
Speaking of which, Sauce and I also almost cried to Brad Paisley last night. Just a quick.
Mud on the tires?
Just a quick. No, have you ever heard this song? It's so beautiful, the truck in the mud.
Exactly.
No,
his love affair with water. So precious. I'm just kidding. That's how it's
no,
done.
have you heard his song "We Danced"?
Yeah.
Dadgum, that song is so beautiful.
Dadgum!
Last time I cried to a song was Cinderella by Steve Kirsten.
Oh my Lanta, that thing is a train wreck of emotions. I'm not even a father and I cry at that song.
I can't remember the last song.
My goodness. Johnny, have you ever heard Johnny Diaz, More Beautiful You?
Oh, yes.
Dude,
Oh,
that one
that
also,
wrecks
that's
me.
a song that every
I'm
teenage,
crying right now.
every
I'm,
teenage
like,
girl
tearing
needs
up
to
right
listen
now.
to that song. Oh my.
Beautiful.
Yeah, oh my goodness, that was
I know
so
what we're
good.
listening to on the way to pickleball.
Yep. Let's wrap it up, boys. It's time to go cry with some pickleball.
Oh man, that song's so good. Anyway, if you've been getting some Owl City FOMO because he doesn't post for like 2 years, his next album's coming out next year. I hope it doesn't get it pushed back further. Speaking of pushed back, okay. Anyway, listen to Matthew Parker. But did you hear next Avengers movie got pushed back a year or 6?
my
It got
Lanta.
pushed back 6 months or something.
I can't handle it.
I know.
Keep releasing, Marvel.
I know, like, what extra... And the guy I listened to for opinions, he hopes it's because they want to make, like, a very excellent movie. Like, just make it as good as they possibly can, instead of, like, trying to print money.
I hope so. I'm already disappointed that they're bringing back Chris
This guy doesn't
Evans.
even post it often.
They're bringing back who?
They're bringing back Chris Evans and...
Chris Evans, the guy who's, like, Punch Covington kid?
That's the... They're bringing back the original Iron Man, spoiler, and Captain America.
They're bringing him back. They already recast him. They already showed that to everybody, didn't they?
But he had
the big Robert Downey Jr. had the big reveal or whatever that he was playing some other character.
Yeah, both of them are back in, I think, playing different characters, and I'm like, come on, guys.
That's okay. That's cringe.
Yeah,
if you have to reuse your actors to get attention for your franchise, come on, bro.
Well,
you should have more confidence in yourself.
What is it? Let's be honest, though. A lot of the actors and actresses we're coming out with today, what is her name? Rachel Ziegler?
Rachel Ziegler's got a bad road ahead of her.
Have you guys seen, I think Anthony was showing me, on Facebook and, like, social media and everything, Disney keeps posting these things that are like, Rachel Ziegler's Snow White is so brave and beautiful, and whatever. Like, they keep, like, they're trying to hype her up, and it's like, guys, your movie failed.
Sucked.
Like, genuinely, like, okay, side trail, we're gonna get a little bit politicky here, but
we're genuinely, let's deal with it.
I feel like there has to be an agenda here, because in a capitalist system like we have, if a movie tanks that hard, like, no offense to Miss Ziegler, but if a movie tanks that hard,
offense to her because she's pro-Palestine and so is Imagine Dragons, and they both suck. And we keep going.
Okay, yeah, but I disagree strongly with her beliefs, but it's like, it's like there has to be an agenda, because it doesn't make sense for Disney to defend her so hard. Any logical movie making company, if a movie like tanked that hard, you let go of the actor or actress. Like, you're like, okay, I'm sorry, this didn't work for us.
Yeah.
Good luck on a future path. But they are shoving Rachel Ziegler in our face.
That's because right now what they consider her to be is one of the top, like, prospected actors for Gen Z actors. So what they want to do is they don't want their $300 million movie that they made over however long it took. They don't want, it was supposed to be the, what do you call it, for her career. It's supposed to be like
the springboard?
The springboard for her career. Because they wanted to, like, juice as many movies out of this Gen Z superstar as possible. And it didn't work, and they're trying to pretend like it didn't happen.
She's so Latina, guys.
I know, and it's just desperate now. Snow Brown. And the 7... Oh, did you see the song about the comment section on the original trailer?
I've heard it was good.
The best.
I've heard it was good.
Not recommended for young children, but because some of the comments are but some of those, the song where it's like the Viking kind of guys singing it with like all the electric guitars and stuff, super good. I've seen so many reacts videos.
I was gonna say, is it true that, like, are there comments on there that have more likes than the, like, trailer?
Oh, yes. Yeah. There are, like, 100,000 liked comments. Not millions. Like I turned into Joe Biden. 100 million people have commented before I finish this speech.
You know the thing.
Yeah, but, like, hundreds of thousands of likes on these comments are crazy. And, like,
hilarious.
It's the funniest thing. Just Disney getting it back for everyone on the internet. So sick of Disney. Like, just serving it back to them on a platter is so glorious to see.
I think we should jump to 2 truths and a lie.
All right, yeah.
What about our repeat report?
Oh,
we don't have time.
It's also not the day technically today. It's the 31st today that we're recording this.
Yes.
And we also need to have another week for me to change the songs.
Yeah. Yes. Let's go. I can get Taylor Swift back up into my top 10.
Dang. All right.
I just want to look at mine because I literally don't look at it.
I think it's kind of ridiculous. They have songs in mind that I haven't listened to.
Me too.
I listened to once.
I haven't listened to anything from Wreck-It Ralph since March, and it's still up there.
Last night.
Last night.
Christian
we
version.
let the spirit talk.
I remember everything, but we read a lot.
It was a Christian version of Last Night. It's by, like, somebody redeemed. What's the artist name?
It's Regime Redeemed.
It's the most ridiculous. After we cry, on the way back, we'll have to listen to Last Night We Let the Spirit Talk. All right, you have a brief... What?
I know Christians have to be so cringy sometimes. And, like, this is the side trail I was gonna go if I stopped myself before.
It's kinda good.
When they
You miss me.
That one's fire.
Yeah.
But when they like the movies that most Christians make when they're trying to be Christian is so lame. Their actors are subpar.
All right, we better move on.
Yeah, okay, let's move on.
We better move on.
Just a brief thing.
Nope.
We went and saw the Angel Studios movie on the I'm just gonna say when the trailers came on, I couldn't watch. I had to pick up my phone when they had like the trailers for like the Christian movies playing.
Oh yeah.
I couldn't watch.
Christian, stop being cringy.
Just
engage the culture.
engage in the culture.
with a Christian perspective.
Yes.
Get some goth people in there. I'm just kidding.
Exactly. Make movies with make Christian sports movies that are good. Speaking of sports,
Sports. Oh.
Oh wait, are we doing?
Let's
Do we
get
need
it-
to talk about sports ball?
we can just do a real brief thing.
Yeah.
Sports ball update, Matthew.
Okay, I'll like wrap this.
Okay.
Hold up.
Okay, I'll talk about Mr. Beast in the meantime. Mr. Beast has a new video where a bunch of athletes played against quote-unquote normal people, but some of the quote-unquote normal people were like professional athletes from Canada. So that's trash.
So the Thunder are in the finals. The Pacers are playing tonight against the.
I bet.
Sorry, that's such an in joke.
Yeah,
that
there's an
nobody
in
will
joke.
get.
Okay. The Pacers are playing against. I'm blanking.
Thunder.
No.
The
Knicks. The Knickerbockers.
Oh, that's right. They're still in.
And it could be the
underwear.
last game. The finals start June 5th. That's pretty much all I have. That's a quick rapid fires because we are running out of time for.
We're not really running.
Not
out
running
of time,
out of time,
but
but
we just have a huge episode
Yeah.
so far.
yeah, we have a good segment coming up.
All right. Now that we're an hour in, let's move on to our next segment. Welcome everybody to Two Truths and a Lie. I'm going to be hosting. We're going to be playing Two Truths and a Lie, and Matthew and Jeremiah are going to be competing for this. We're going to have 3 rounds. We can do 3 or 4 rounds.
May the best man win.
Shake
Hold on,
hands.
let's try
on
that
the
again
podcast.
on the podcast. Let's see
Ready?
if we can.
There we go. Can you hear that? They're literally shaking near the podcast. They got their hands slapping it. My voice is in the way. They're screaming. Matthew's clenching over his One of you guys is more spiritual. There we go. All right.
Whoa! There was a Matthew is taking off over there.
All
There
right.
was thrust.
All right. So there's gonna be 3 rounds. Each one is gonna have 2 truths and 1 lie, and you guys are gonna have to guess which one it is. I went crazy on this, so you guys are not gonna get this. So,
Try
All right,
me.
you guys
Trivia
ready?
knowledge, don't fail me now.
you ready for the first facts?
Bring it on.
All right,
Bring it on,
round
sister.
1. Here's the 3 questions. Fact number 1: a bottlenose dolphin has a bigger brain than a human. Fact number 2:
Okay.
if the longest blue whale could stand on its tail, it would be tall as a 5-story building.
Yes.
Fact number 3: sharks have no bones.
Okay. First off, wait, hold on.
That last one.
I was
is
gonna say, why do
definitely true?
why do
but
we-
it's so obvious it
why
could
do-
be false.
why did I'm trying to figure out how to compete and yet still share the things that I know. Let's see here. First off, the number one thing that's like sketchy to me is blue whales are 80 to 90 feet long. A 5-story building I feel like would only be like 50 because it's approximately 10 feet
Per story.
per story, is it not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
think
one's
so.
that one's the sketchiest one to me because
That's pretty
sharks
close.
have a cartilaginous. Technically,
They do have
technically.
bones.
No, it's actually cartilage.
Okay.
Well, but if you want to take that one as the lie, go ahead.
Well, it's
Feel
not
free.
the lie. He said they have no bones. Oh.
Yeah.
They
So
have
if you
no
think they have bones, now bottlenose dolphin, bigger brain. Ooh,
Than
actually,
us?
That's
Dolphins
that one's.
are really smart, though.
They're really, but brain size doesn't matter. Like Albert Einstein's brain was actually smaller than the average human.
Okay.
Brain size technically doesn't matter.
I was about to jump in on this conversation about how these are all like sea creatures that I did it for, but then I just remembered I don't want to give away any of the information.
Yes, you don't want to give
But you just
anything
gave away
away.
information.
Yeah, wait, they're all about sea creatures. That means that the lie is all of them.
Because there's no such thing as sea creatures.
Sea creatures are not real.
They're robots from the government.
Yes, like women.
I'm gonna lock mine in. I think the shark is the lie.
You okay?
They have something.
Okay.
Whether they don't have. Well.
You locked in. You
He's
locked,
got it on
it's too-
words. He
it's
got
too-
me on a technicality.
I'll
Because
throw it
they
to
have
Christopher.
no bones,
I'm
but
gonna,
they have cartilage.
I'm gonna throw it to Christopher, but you locked in, buddy. Now let's see here. 5-story building or a brain?
Yeah, I'll stay with the sharks.
The lie is that you're telling me, Christopher, the factoid says that a dolphin's brain is bigger.
A bottlenose dolphin has a bigger brain than a human is the fact.
I can't decide between these two because I really want to know what structure would
5-story.
the biggest. Read
is
the
50
whale
feet.
one to me again.
If the longest blue whale could stand on its
Longest
tail, it would be as tall as a 5-story building.
I feel like that's not true, but how big is a dolphin's brain? I'm gonna lock in the whale lie. I'm locking in the whale lie because I don't like that first one, but I can't unless there's a different standardization of floors that I know. A 5-story building should not be 80 to 90 feet long, which I think is how big a blue whale is.
But this is the largest blue whale.
But if an average blue whale is 80 to 90, that's my lie. That's my lie. So I'm locking it in. I'm not gonna change. But like if an average blue whale is 80 to 90 feet, the largest one is not gonna be 50 feet.
Wait, he's saying that the whale isn't as tall as the building?
I said if the longest blue whale could stand on its tail, it'd be tall as a 5-story building.
It would be as tall.
That's my lie. I'm locking that in. It's too short. Too short of a building. I think an 8 or 9-story building.
Matthew,
Okay.
What did you lock in?
I locked in
Matthew locked in the
shark.
shark lie.
All right, that's one for Jeremiah then.
Let's go.
The lie was that was the lie, and it's true. Sharks have no bones. It's all cartilaginous mass. Yes.
See,
You
cannot see cartilage on an X-ray.
Okay.
You actually almost had me there. I could have sworn that like dolphins actually have a really small brain.
Once I realized I was done for, you were gonna get it. That you knew the average. Who knows that? Who knows?
I was a carpenter.
Who knows the fact that they're 80 to 90 whatever feet long?
Oh, that's from the Spitballers.
Oh, nice. All right. Well, I had no idea.
How many rounds are we doing?
We're doing like 3.
Three
so
rounds?
you have a chance to redeem yourself. We can do 3 or 4.
You have a chance to come
I
back.
have 9 prepared, so we can do as many.
Then
Oh
we'll
my
okay.
Goodness.
All right. So
I think we should
one.
save the
Because
material.
as long as he gets 2 ahead, he wins.
I have so much more material. I barely scraped the top of the iceberg of information that I currently have.
Well, then let's save it. Let's just do like three of them, 3 or 4 a show, and
We can do
run this
as
thing.
many as we want, and I won't run out for
Yeah.
tons and tons of shows. This
I
thing
have
took
one
me
too.
5 minutes to prep, and
Wow.
I made 9 in 5 minutes.
I
That's
realized that
insane.
all you have to do is come up with the lies, and then you just look up goofy facts.
The problem is I know a lot of goofy facts, like how tall the average size of a building is.
I forgot to tell you that. Yes, the correction was that it is tall as this 10-story building was the correction.
Oh, I was close.
Yeah.
I was close.
All right, you ready for this next fact?
Oh no, I literally just pulled out Google to like look up the average size of a floor, but no, sorry, no Google.
All right, so here's the next fact. Fact number 1. A British jeweler once made a tea bag decorated with 280 diamonds, and it was worth $17,653 in today's money. So, decorated a tea
The
bag.
British are so dumb.
All right, second.
A tea bag.
A diamond tea bag.
$17,000.
Diamond tea bag. Okay.
If you continue to grow as fast as an average baby, you would weigh 200,000 pounds by age 10.
I think I know that's true.
That's gotta be true. I
Fact
think.
number 3. A British candy maker once made it a 10-foot billboard made entirely of chocolate.
It's the British people. It's got to be between the British people.
Yeah, I just realized
Two British people.
British, yeah.
2 British
Wait, hold
people
on.
and a...
You talk.
Okay, 2 British lies. No, 2 British facts, question mark, and then a baby. Now, babies grow super fast. It's insane how fast they grow. So I'm going to say that that's true. It's probably stupid. I'm locking that in as true. Let's see here. The number one thing that I'm worried about is I think that $17,000 is not enough money for the cost of a tea bag. I'm trying really hard not to look at Christopher because
I will tell you right now, I did not muffin the numbers. So.
Okay, no, I believe it. I'm just saying the number one like red herring for me is that like potentially you could have made the whole thing up.
Can you just pronounce red
How many
herring
pounds?
as red herring?
How many pounds?
How many pounds is what?
Was the
2,000.
baby? What?
2,000
2,000?
by the age of 10.
200,000.
Two-
Yeah,
200,000.
200,000. That is way too much. I'm doing the math in my head. That is way too much.
That's illegal. You can't do the math. Oh, it's fine because your math is bad anyway. So can you keep going?
Matthew's like, no, you'd be 37 pounds. Yeah, I'm just like that's my number one thing is I'm concerned about like the value of diamonds. Now a tea bag is not that
You
big.
want me to repeat the diamond lie?
Yeah, go ahead.
Diamond lie because these are all lies that I made up.
Yes.
A British jeweler once made a tea bag decorated with 280 diamonds, and it was worth
$17,653.
$17,653. I did correct it for modern values because it was in a book that was a different monetary value, so it'd be worth $17,653 in today's money. And like when the book was printed, it was like $12,000.
Didn't you just say that you got that from a book? So I know that that's true now.
Yes. Yes.
No, he got them all from the book.
Yeah, I got them all from the book.
The truth and the lies?
Yeah.
Oh.
No wonder it took 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, there. Okay. Let's see here. What is... See, now I'm just trying to think about this because I still don't like... Look. Not a married man. Never went shopping for jewels.
200,000 pounds?
Matthew's
stuck
still
on-
stuck on this.
I think
stuck
okay,
on
that one's true. I think I did the math, and that one's true.
So now it's time to do more math. And I'm just trying to figure out 200 diamonds, $17,000. Cost of a diamond.
Matthew's like, can I have this book when you're done with it? The two truths.
Okay,
and a lie.
that diamonds is a lie.
90.
I'm locking it in.
90.
I locked it in.
Okay.
That is not true.
What was the last one? Was a
Don't Google it.
Oh yeah.
chocolate. Matthew's like, I want to know.
Yeah.
Chocolate billboard.
It's the best way to win.
Cheat.
Chocolate billboard. How sunny is it in old United Kingdom? Is the sun going to be melting this? Am I thinking too much about this?
I see people wearing coats all the time, and
Coats. Yes.
you see them like when they're on the news. When they're
Wait,
like,
hold on.
we're on the
They are
telly.
very sensitive to
Okay.
the outside environment.
It's between
How
the...
susceptible is a Range Rover to heat exhaustion?
Okay, let's see here. We have two.
You gotta give me a countdown. 10. 9.
So hold on. I'm gonna do. This is the last thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try this out and see which one sounds better. So here's what we're gonna do. Hello there. I've got a tea bag here. It's got 200 diamonds in it, and it's worth $17,000. And then the second one is, oh there, I've built a chocolate billboard. I'm gonna take the chocolate. I'm gonna take the diamond line.
Both of us are
Diamonds.
diamond lie.
Diamond line.
Alright, so the lie was the 200,000.
No, I did the math.
The 200,000, it's way too much, right? Wrong. The answer is 413,000.
Hey, you can't muff the numbers.
I didn't. I cut it in half.
Yeah.
It's literally, if you continue to grow as
400,000.
fast as an average baby, you would weigh
Okay.
413,000 pounds.
I did the
by age
math. You'd be about 10 feet tall, okay?
10. Yeah.
You'd be about 10 feet tall, and an average baby probably is 15 pounds a year.
It's exponential growth.
It's
though.
Yeah, I
exponential
know.
growth.
So it'd be 15. So I did 15 times 100, basically.
So if it's 15, then it's they get twice as heavy. So then twice as heavy as that would get twice as heavy.
So
it would just
30.
be,
So 15 times 2, then 30 times 2. So just
Yes.
15.
no, not
square,
times 2, times the
15
last number.
exponent 10.
Yeah.
What is 15 exponent 10?
Can't
Well,
look
that's
yet. We're not done with the segment
Okay.
yet. But comment down below if you think that Christopher muffined the numbers.
If I'm muffing the numbers.
Well, that's,
I made it way less than it.
Oh, it is.
What?
Wait, what? 15 exponent 10. 576,000. So it's
Yeah, so it's within the ballpark.
yeah.
Babies are fatter these days. They get
Yeah.
fatter.
This is America. What a
Chubsters.
beast.
All right. So next, what is these facts?
Round.
Yep.
Yes.
Next facts. Three
Jeremiah
facts.
has 1. Matthew has 0.
Owning
Right.
this game, guys.
Fact number 1: snow leopards are the only leopards that roar.
Okay.
Fact number 2: a newborn puppy can take up to 2 months to start wagging its tail.
I don't think that's
That is
true.
not true.
Then fact number 3: horses can make more facial expressions than chimpanzees and dogs.
I've never seen a horse make a facial expression.
I've never seen a horse. No.
Wait, more than a dog?
More than a dog or
Yeah,
a
they can make more
chimpanzee.
facial expressions than chimpanzees and dogs.
I guess I've seen dogs smirk though.
Why is that so funny?
Especially at you. You just like do something funny. The dog's like, that was good.
What's up, dog?
he's like, what's up, dog? And he's like, nothing. What's up with you? The dog's like,
Yeah.
just got hands in his pockets.
Just-
Yeah, that's the dog you saw
Ah,
smirk at you.
yes.
Just
He was just a chill guy.
Let's see here. That's actually like a go.
You want me to say
Okay, that all being said, I think that's true.
You want me to say the 3 again?
We've got facial expressions. We've got nope. Say them again. I forgot.
Number 1, snow leopards are the only
Yeah, that's
leopards
gotta be
that
true.
roar.
Leopards that roar.
A newborn puppy. Yes. A newborn puppy can take up to 2 months to start wagging its tail.
Puppy wag.
That's gotta be a lie.
And then horses can make more facial expressions than chimpanzees and dogs.
2 months is a long time. You're telling me in 2 months they're not wagging their tail one time?
Okay, so there's like this thing with puppies that's like 3 weeks, 3 months.
A lot of
like,
stuff.
3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. And there's like these like adaptive phases that like after 3 days the puppy's like comfortable in your house.
You're
After
telling
3
me 70
weeks,
days he is not.
I don't know where
tail
tail
one time.
wagging falls in that. I'm trying super hard to think about when we got Fiona the first time and just like when she was
She's
a tiny
not that
little
young,
puppy.
was it?
No, she was 8 weeks old when we got her. We
Oh.
picked her out before like she was still with her.
A fetus?
What? Okay. Wow. I didn't think we were gonna talk about it. But,
So this. I think that's gotta be the lie. I'm locking it.
I know, but
Snow
it's
leopards
like
probably.
snow leopards roaring, and the only
The only leopard.
I just don't think leopards roar. Do leopards roar? I could just be.
It's true.
I could just be being like. I could be being. Turn that off. Influenced
Oh yeah.
by.
I love
looking
to
at
Google
time.
What's your battery percentage?
It's 23. 17.
I could just be being influenced by popular media.
Roar.
Do they roar?
Yeah, I've seen a cougar roars. Is that a leopard? That's a cougar.
Cougars kind of scream.
What's a panther?
Is it?
Just thought I'd throw that in there. I have no idea what a panther is.
Panther? Ooh, what's it?
Okay, the dog.
Panther's
I'm locking
big.
in but the snow leopard just seems so obvious. The snow leopard's the only one that roars. Although it's the only one that roars, that means all the other ones don't roar, and then that means your hypothesis.
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 Papa thigh.
That's what Grandma does.
Yeah. Oh, Papa thigh.
That means your hypothesis.
Hypothesis.
There we go. We got there.
We got that.
Actually works because you're saying that they don't roar, and if a snow leopard's the only one that roars.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about them.
Okay, I'm going with the dog still. A dog does wag his tail before 2 months.
Chimpanzee expressions.
Got the plate face.
That's an orangutan.
Oh, are those different? They're the
Yes.
same in my head.
Chimpanzees are like this. Motions on the podcast. Chimpanzees are like below your waist size. Orangutans are like 8 feet taller. Not really, but like I think their arm span is like 8
All right,
feet.
lock one in. We got snow leopards, newborn puppy, horses, horse faces.
Taking the dog lie.
Dog lie.
I just
both?
can't believe that it would take that long.
Okay.
No way.
No, the lie was actually that snow leopards are the only leopards that roar. That's the lie because they're the only ones that don't roar.
That's stupid.
What?
That's stupid.
I
The only one that doesn't
like that one
roar.
better than the one with the adjusted numbers though, because
What?
that one actually like makes sense.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Well, you guys don't actually know anything about leopards, so you wouldn't have figured it out anyways.
No, if it had
There's
been
no
about,
way a dog doesn't wag his tail one time.
that seems crazy.
Well, there's always exceptions. It's like a newborn puppy can take up to 2 months to start wagging its tail.
Whatever.
Gotta listen to the grammarization, guys. So Jeremiah's at 1 point. Matthew's at 0. Do you guys want to keep going?
Sure, let's
Do one more. Let's do one more. I'll give you guys.
play pickleball.
That's fine. This one's easy. This one's gonna be easy. I promise you.
Nobody listens to this podcast
right.
anyway.
Number 1. Fact number 1.
I'm just kidding.
Only female bees sting.
Yes, that is true.
Fact number 2. Some butterflies have ears on their wings. And then fact number 3. A cockroach can live up to 48 hours without a head.
Yes, that is true.
I'll take that first lie. First one is the lie.
The female bees.
The first one is the lie.
You've been stung by guy bees.
The first one is the lie. Yep. Girl bees don't like me.
Oh, wait,
I know.
you're right. Because
Beyonce's not in.
I'm on the second one. Second one's a lie.
Second one's a
First
lie.
one's a lie.
All right.
Can I say something to Matthew?
Go ahead.
Matthew, Matthew, have you ever heard of the queen bee?
Yeah.
The one female bee in the
Oh,
entire
yeah, you're
the
right.
entire colony, Matthew.
Wait, so is he right?
No, it was the cockroach one. They can live like forever without their head. They don't need their head.
Wait, so you were wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna fact check that one. because like
only female bees sting?
yeah, that's false.
What?
Only male bees sting.
No, only female bees sting.
No, that's not
Is that
true.
true?
There's only
Wait.
one queen. In
Did
the
I
whole
mess up my lies here? Hold on. Do I have to cut this out?
There can still be
Only-
female bees. All female bees are queens.
I think so. I think she's the only. I gotta see what she said.
No, only female bees sting. Boom! I was right. I did mess that up.
What?
Yeah.
Male bees, also known as drones.
Oh, because they
Yeah,
stay in the
drones.
hive.
Yeah, stay in
and
the
the
hive.
female
They
ones
work.
go
Stingers,
out.
because the stinger is a modified egg-laying device. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow, we learned something new on this podcast.
So did I.
crazy.
I'm like, wait, was that the lie? Did I put the wrong lie in there? 'Cause I have
I've
a book of lies and
believed a
truths.
lie my whole life.
All right.
Well,
Wow.
for about 5 minutes.
That's crazy. No, my whole life I knew that was. That's crazy.
Dropping
Well,
Because I only thought
Jeremiah
that there's...
wins with 1.
1 point after
1
4
point.
rounds.
Wow.
I'll make it easier next time.
This
Sorry.
No,
game
that's
was,
okay.
this
We'll get
game was
better.
fun.
That was fun, though.
I like talking
Thank
about
you.
stuff.
That was fun. I wish I could do it sometime now. I gotta
Now
get
we
back.
can be an educational podcast.
Yes.
Exactly. You guys learned stuff on today's podcast. Congratulations.
No. No. Yes.
All right. And us out. Share the podcast with someone in real life. Please do that. It's the best way we can grow and become better. And
Yep.
check us out. Spotify, YouTube, all that stuff is growing. Thanks for helping us out and helping us grow.
Yep.
If you have any ideas for suggestions or any ways that, like, do contests again, I'd love to do contests again because that would be
Yep.
great. I've got a surplus of stickers. I've just started giving them out. So I need a reason to, like, sell stickers now. So
Yep.
thanks for listening to this podcast, but it doesn't
Yep.
matter if you don't like Matthew saying yep. You know why?
Because it's not your echo chamber.
And if you face the triple threat, just go to sleep.
Yep.
Kobe and Shaq.
I press start.
Because most of the time, you're not doom scrolling, and we
Most
have
of
to
the
get you
time.
up.
Most of the time, I'm doom scrolling the show doc. This time, I'm actually doom scrolling.
Wow, what a loser. What an absolute loser. All right, I'm gonna start it. Okay,
Just
pee
before I
break.
forget it.
Gotcha. Pee break, everybody.
Yeah,
See-
I gotta go all by myself.
See you in
I'm
a
gonna
few.
try.
Here you go.
We'll help him out.
So, what did I do this week? Let's see here. Well, a lot of my weekly updates are like not super interesting stuff. Matthew,
Is there poop in the toilet?
No, it's urine. That's what smells.
Oh.
you have to hold it down.
You have to hold down.
Hold it down. You have to hold it down. There you go. Until it gets the action. Oh, listen to that. That's good audio
That's
right
good audio
there.
right
Now that
there.
I think about it, it does smell like urine in here.
Thanks.
You're in it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. The number
I
one
did not
thing.
use this place in a while, so it's not me.
The number
That's
one thing.
comforting.
I quit Fleet Farm.
Did you?
Oh.
Not like
You're
like,
off that flea farm?
Yeah, I'm off Fleet Farm. It was just like, genuinely, it was just too much. Like, it was running around a lot, and I had no free time to do anything. And like, granted, I know like I probably should have just had like the self-control to just like come home and go straight to bed. But like, I want a little free time, you know.
Mhm.
And I don't think that's entirely bad. And so I was just like, especially dude, this past week was so miserable. I actually like genuinely, except for like a little tiny bit at night, I like didn't get to see any of my friends or people like physically. I was chatting with people online, but it was like I didn't get to see people physically for like a couple days, and that was like rough for me because I'm an extrovert and like I need
Yes.
my people, and I was like working. I think like sort of technically with a couple like breaks in there, I was working for like 13 hours straight, like for like 3 days this week, and I was like, dude, I'm so glad that I like put in my 2 weeks at Fleet Farm, because if that was my summer, that would be just so miserable. So especially when school starts up again, instead of doing Fleet Farm, I'm gonna see if I can just pick up more hours at the Fab shop to just keep paying for stuff. So there's that thing. Oh nuts, I just had a really good weekly update and I didn't write it down. I just thought of it.